welcome everybody to this SoulCode Collective September energy update. So how are you? This is for all signs, and it's a message that I'm recording here in England on the 9/9 portal. So 9th of September, and post the beautiful lunar eclipse we've just had. Now, I don't know if you've been sensing the energies post that eclipse, and this 9/9 portal. And then, of course, towards the end of the month, 21st of September, there's a solar eclipse coming up. So I wanted to do an energy update for September. I can't believe we're in September, and it is all feeling really amazing. So I hope you're feeling the energy shift. I know events in our life may not be necessarily feeling amazing, as everything is in a big transition still. Everything is still very much morphing with huge planetary shifts and changes, and of course an eclipse, moon and sun coming up. So I'm just going to be working with the oracle cards, and then we'll move into the tarot cards, and then we'll work at and looking at gene keys, what we need to know as a collective, and then chakra points for meditation for the rest of the month. So let's begin. Dear angels, archangels, spirit guides, ascended masters, bodhisattvas, collective, force field frequency, please, for the month of September for all signs. Thank you for your help, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, change. I really feel this change energy, and it's been coming through in a lot of the sign readings. Change. Absolutely. And I've been saying as well, the feeling for me is that it's not necessarily uncomfortable, awful change, it's not that feeling. Feels transitionary, like we are changing, but it feels like a more successful change that we're moving into. And there we have success. So it feels that energy of shift and change in September is actually going to bring about the success we're all individually looking for. And that's natural as a human collective, to look for personal success, to look for local success, countrywide success, global success, in peace, really. I'm going to put that caveat in there: in peace, in joy, in love, and in happiness. So shifts and changes in the month of September, bringing success. So whatever it is you've been working on, you're hoping for the outcome in September, there is success. Now, on top of the feeling here in this month, I have been feeling, now I do have Aries sun and rising, which is being massively impacted by a lot of planetary transitions and transits. But the feeling I feel is that this energy rising for everybody in the collective will be felt in different ways through each hologenetic profile. If you haven't looked at your gene keys already, that would be an amazing thing to do in September. And guides are saying, the angels are saying, the non-local fields are saying purification. So I don't know if any of you have ever water fasted, but I'm just about to embark on about a 10-day water fast for my own benefit. And I thought I would share that because it's extremely relevant for purification this month of September. Change is coming. It will feel successful, this change. But the guidance here is, where can you purify this month? What is it that could be purified this month? Is there any areas of purification? Food, perhaps media? How can you purify and cleanse this month? Because that will bring wonders. So the wonders we are all seeking are coming through this successful change and purification. I really like that. So just asking yourself, as much as anything, these soul code readings are very much about motivating and inspiring change, inspiring, aligned action that feels good, that feels generative. Okay, and this is wonderful. This is from the Moonology. We're being asked to surrender to the divine. Surrendering to the divine feels good in the sense of, therefore, then that change can come through more easily. That's what it feels like, that it will feel successful. The change itself might be offering the purification you've been looking for, which will bring about a sense of wonder back to your life, my life, our lives. Now, that purification can also be about letting go of things, and these eclipses are certainly about that. Letting go of things that no longer serve you. Taking quiet time out to contemplate, listen to readings, listen to the readers, listen to the channelers, and hear what they're saying. Lee Harris is a great channeler, and his energy updates are always extremely useful. If I mention anybody, I'll try and link them in the links below for you. Oh, wow. We have now another Moonology card. So we had 3 Moonology cards that came through there, and this is expect powerful change. So powerful change in the month of September. That's 2 change cards, and you can't make that up. Now, I would just like to suggest looking carefully for a moment at this change card, because can you see how soft and gentle that is? It does not feel like an intense tower change moment. It feels more like a transition, moving onwards, moving into success, powerful change, powerful success, powerful purification, perhaps, whatever practice you're going to take. Whatever it is you're feeling that you need to let go of as you move towards autumn here, or spring, summer elsewhere in the world. Now, the message here from Spirit is also that we don't let our past hold us back. So whatever this change is that comes through, it feels like success in September, and it feels like it's going to be purifying. It feels like it's going to feel wonderful, wonders, and it is going to feel powerful on a collective and in an individual level. So don't let your past hold you back. Surrender now and work with these energies as you move through the month of September. And this will help unfold that purification. It will help unfold the change gently, easily, calmly, and in a way that feels wondrous. So it doesn't feel like we're struggling. Change can sometimes feel like an immense struggle, and not always pleasant, obviously. So let's just come into grounding, come into connection. We'll work on what chakra points that could be and what gene key contemplations that could be. But certainly here, have a think at this moment in this minute of the reading about what purification means to you. What is it that needs to be released? Let go gently, smoothly, lovingly, kindly, so that is a past release. And that's what it feels like very much in my field, my awareness, in the non-local fields of awareness. For me, the energy frequencies feel more soft, more gentle, and so not for me, to me, as in I sense that for all. And it's something that we can all collectively begin to tap into wherever we are on the planet, whatever is happening. And I know there's a lot of strife and war and all sorts of things going on. But if we all start moving with the frequency available, that is this change, powerful change that feels like it's going to purify everything. It feels like it's going to bring the success you and I and we all want in the world and in our lives. And it's going to feel purifying. I think I just keep saying that. I love that. And, it's definitely in sync with my feeling like, to do a water fast, it's normally in the spring, late spring time you would do that here, because it's really cold in the winter to do that, lose body fat. but I've been feeling that call. And so that's an interesting synchronicity. Just even cleaning up your diet, working into it's something, new in your diet, a new way of eating certain different foods, perhaps, all these things, even the way you're relating, cleaning up your emotions. Yeah. So we have Nine of Pentacles coming in for us all. The frequency of the Nine of Pentacles in September. Wow. So this is about independence and success again. So whatever it is that you've been hoping for in the change, to bring more wealth, to bring more success, financial stability, prosperity, security, having a sense that you are running a thriving business or you work in a thriving business, that there is freedom coming into your life, that there is this sense of wisdom and success. So again, Nine of Pentacles is really, really saying here that this success is coming in this month. If you've been hoping for that and you're tapping into this frequency and you're working with it, success, Nine of Pentacles, that feels really good coming through. So let's just see any more tarot cards, please, for the collective September energy update and 9/9 portal energies, eclipse energies, any other information to guide us or to support us, give us inspiration and motivation on this next leg into autumn here, spring, summer, obviously down under. So moving on, the collective is moving on in September. We have the Eight of Cups. We have 3 tarot cards here. So we have the Eight of Cups. So that again is this change, moving on, change, moving on, expecting powerful change that will move us on in our life and globally on a global level. So Eight of Cups is also, there is a sense of in your personal or in the collective of abandonment, abandoning plans, Eight of Cups. So just looking at that frequency in your life, and again, it's this letting go. What is it that we can let go to purify, release, and not drag the past with us? So moving on, Eight of Cups, moving on from the past and not letting the past hold us back now. I love that. Another confirmation. September's energies are very powerful. So if you are sensitive to energy work, this is the month to really go quiet, like hermit mode, go into contemplation. Not quiet as in inertia, do nothing, but move gently, but move and move, move with grace. Move into these change frequencies, this purification energy and frequency that's relevant in your life so that you can tap into the success you've been perhaps longing for and hoping for, indicative of this Nine of Pentacles, prosperity, wealth and prosperity. And just like I say, that we have temperance. It's just so beautiful when Spirit speaks like this. And so look at how temperate that is. Full of ease, balance, flow, peace, patience, temperance. Now, the temperance is just so, it's all about seeking this peace. So that's what I was saying. This is not tower change that feels jagged and uncomfortable. It is transitionary change that brings in purification, success, wealth, doing well at work now, moving way away now from the past and not allowing that past to hold us back, feeling at peace with this change that's coming through, feeling that, you are able now to not only experience more peace, but you'll be able to really create the balance in your life, create the opposite of what we may have been feeling, or you may have been feeling, like the imbalance of that. So everything coming into temperance, into change, but in a nice, gentle way. And then we have the Five of Swords, because whatever defeat you have been feeling, defeat, surrender, we are now walking away from that in this month. This is the opportunity. And if you listen to astrology readings, as I do, I am not an astrologer, but I am learning in the sense of self-learning and self-educating myself. I love listening to Pam Gregory, and I will try and link Pam Gregory below to remember to do that. And I also am really enjoying listening to Lunatic Astrology. Laurie, I think her first name is, and she has been really talking a lot about these eclipses, everybody has, and how this is literally, it can be us able to walk away, and not jagged walk away. Now we move peacefully forwards. We are really transitioning, and this month is, how can you feel where the transitions need to be, and then move gently into those transitions with the temperance energy, with the peace energy. And just know that this Five of Swords, where you may have been feeling like you've been fighting and struggling, and really kind of, holding a sword up is intense. I have Aries sun and rising, so I'm kind of used to the warrior energy, but it's an intense energy. And, we're all tired of fighting. We're all, my internal feeling and mantras at the moment are like, peace is here, ease is here, fun is here. I am able to enjoy peace, fun, flow, ease. And that's really important also to look at, like, where you can shift and purify that in your mind. What does that mean to you? And then allow that soft change to come through. So the end of defeat, walking away from the past. So don't let your past hold you back this month. Move forward gently with temperance. Move into the change willingly. Move into it consciously. Take time to meditate. Take time to really ground into what you want to let go of, what you want to purify, what you want to feel more peaceful in your life. So let's see what the gene keys are here in this reading, in this collective reading. And then if you haven't already, I would highly recommend, maybe that's part of the purification, just looking at your shadows, your gifts, and your cities in your hologenetic profile. So if you go to genekeys.com, that will be linked below. You'll be able to just read your full profile and understand your life's work, your life's purpose, how you best create prosperity in the world, by how you best help the world through your talents, through your gifts. And this is not like a glorification of gifts and cities. Now, cities in Sanskrit is your superpower that Richard Rudd, has used in the Gene Keys system. It's a very, very deep look at shadows, your shadows. And, that's very much about moving on from the Five of Cups energy. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't let those shadow states hold you back. Do the shadow work as well. Okay, so what is the gene key for the collective, please? Thank you. Waha, 25. Gene key 25. So here we are. I'm going to read through the shadow, the dilemma, the gift, and the city. Okay, so our collective and individual dilemma has been anxiety. Yep. So we have been wanting to move forwards and release from the, that feeling of not feeling peace in the world, peace in our life, because we've been fighting. And there certainly are a lot of wars and warmongering in the world at the moment. So this dilemma of anxiety we've been feeling, with the shadow of feeling constricted, is where we need to contemplate. Now, if you can start to release anxiety within your nervous system by purifying, that means, looking after yourself, food wise, hydration wise, sleep wise, going for a walk, grounding in nature as much as you can. These are the things that will ease the anxiety and stop the feeling of constriction, personally and collectively. Because then we can move into acceptance. And that's what I was saying, like, accept the change that's coming through, move into this gift of acceptance. And it feels like temperance. It does feel peaceful. And because this Gene Key 25 is moving us into universal love. That's the city. And for a collective reading, I just feel that's really amazing. That if we individually can work on releasing the anxiety through contemplation, through looking at meditation, walking, working on purification practices, diet, lifestyle, emotional impact in our relationships and with ourselves, then this constriction can start to ease. And this is the expansion when we can just all breathe out, and we can breathe out, and we can move into this wonderful, wouldn't that be amazing, 9 of Pentacles, collective prosperity, individual prosperity. So the way through September is the way of acceptance. What can you accept that you need to purify to create the change that brings success, that allows you to move forward gently with the peaceful temperance energy. And it's going to be a lot to do with surrendering to the divine. So acceptance for me is always surrendering to the divine as well. Always moving with awareness and conscious surrender. The times where we're not consciously surrendering is where we've got the anxiety and we're feeling constricted by life. And anxiety, fear, and constriction are very unpleasant feelings. When we surrender, when we get to a point of surrender, then we actually move into deeper flow. We move into much more harmony internally, externally, and we move into love. Surrendering to the divine will is about understanding more about the concept and the actual embodiment and the giving and the receiving of universal love. This is not romantic love. This is, for me, that universal love is more the essence of compassion. So compassion for self, compassion for all. Thank you. And so we're now looking at these wonderful chakra cards, and the card that just came through for the collective is clarity, beautiful throat chakra. So our throat chakra is about talking. It's about this communication. Look at this beautiful blue color. And here on the back of the card is a beautiful message. So I'm going to read that. So clarity, focusing in September on your clarity and our collective clarity, the human voice. I know when to stay silent and when to speak. I speak with clarity, knowing what to say and how to say it. I take enough time to go inward, listen, reflect, understand, and gain clarity of thought. I take the time to say and express exactly what I need to. I take the time to say and express exactly what I need to. I have clarity. We have clarity. Okay, that feels so beautiful. And I'm just going to close out with one more oracle card. What a beautiful September energy update. Thank you, spirit guides, ascended masters, bodhisattvas, Avalokiteshvara, archangels, collective guides for September. Thank you. This is so beautiful. Look at this beautiful angel And the message is your life plan is unfolding. Your life plan is unfolding. The collective, human collective life plan is unfolding as it should. Your life plan is unfolding as it should. This is such a beautiful reading. I hope it's resonated, and I hope there are some takeaways there for you to work on, meditate on, contemplate, take action on, even like in the sense of looking at those areas in life where we can purify, where we can accept change, release the past, speak our truth, come into our clarity, focus in on that in September, and just allow ourselves to be moved into the success peacefully and calmly. Allow ourselves to release the past calmly and peacefully with that temperance energy, and just expect this to be powerful but not shocking in a sense of you cannot cope with the change. This change feels beautiful, divine, and like it is really a flow state that we can enter, embody, and enjoy. So I really hope that has helped. Really look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you for being here. It'd be amazing if you could like, share, and subscribe. And until our next energy update in October, just leave me some messages. Let me know how you go. Take lots of care, and I'll see you again soon.